1960, Malaysia's economy was worth $241 per person. By 2024, that number exploded to nearly $12,000, and the story behind it will surprise you. Inflation in 1960 was barely a whisper, 0.06% for Malaysia, 0.77% for Thailand. Today, Malaysia at 1.83%, Thailand at 1.37%. But this isn't about who wins inflation, it's about how these lines move. Do they glide side by side or suddenly drift apart? Inflation, consumer prices, annual percent, gives the comparison some texture. The latest snapshot favors Malaysia at 1.83 over Thailand at 1.37. Instead of staring only at the finish line, watch whether the lines run in parallel or start pulling apart.
Thailand started at a staggering 147 deaths per 1,000 live births in 1960, double Malaysia's 95. Yet by 2024, both countries are nearly tied. Thailand at 9, Malaysia at 8.3. But here's the twist. Thailand's line isn't just flat. It dropped faster in the late 80s and 90s, like a sudden breakthrough in healthcare or nutrition.
If you only read the latest point, Thailand leads mortality rates at 9 versus 8.3 for Malaysia. But the more revealing question is whether one country built that lead gradually or pulled away in a shorter stretch, because that's where the real story lies. With GDP per capita, current US dollars, the headline is not just who finishes higher. Right now Malaysia sits at 11,874, and Thailand is at 7,346.6. What makes the chart useful is the path between those two endpoints, steady separation, a late burst, or a slow catch-up. Read this one as a race with the same rules for Malaysia and Thailand. On the latest reading, Thailand is ahead at 526.5 billion, while Malaysia trails at 422.2 billion. The real clue is whether the distance opens early, late, or barely at all. Population total gives the comparison some texture. The latest snapshot favors Thailand at 71.7 million over Malaysia at 35.6 million. Instead of staring only at the finish line, watch whether the lines run in parallel or start pulling apart. To close the comparison, this chart switches from size to movement for inflation, consumer prices, annual percent. Relative change helps a smaller starting point compete fairly with a larger one. That is often where the most revealing country contrast appears.